Hi, I'm Austin from MBJ Journalist, and these are the things I create. This is a sword. And here's a knife with a spike like a handle. And here's a double-bladed knife.
That's cool.
And here's a wand.
Okay, and how'd you make them?
With this and I'll be right back. And this. My other knife.
And what technique are you using? Using.
Now you messed it up.
I did, didn't I? All right. Let me try it again. And what technique are you using?
Chopping technique. And a plain whittling technique.
Okay. All right. So are you going to work on a new piece?
Another wand.
Okay. You going to show us how you do it?
It's easy.
Okay.
For me, it is at least.
Okay.
Here's the piece I'm gonna be working on.
Okay. Any advice for new whittlers?
This is what I'm using for.
And what is it? Trick question. Dun dun dun. Well, when it comes to you, you tell us what it is. But do you have any suggestions for people that are wanting to start to whittle? How about some safety advice?
Just don't try to cut your fingers off.
Fair enough. Good advice.
This is the most dangerous tool, really.
Okay.
Compared to this thing.
Okay.
Because if you slip, like if you have a hold of it down here.
Okay, so what's the best advice on holding it and using your tool? I almost said what it is.
And using it like this.
Okay.
Might need a different piece.
Okay.
This one's completely too dry.
Isn't that the one you mentioned had a knot in it too earlier?
It's right here.
Yeah. And
yeah,
what about?
I had enough room, but it's a little too hard.
And what happens with the knot? Because that's something you might want to explain to people and show them the piece of wood.
If you have like a knot here, it's harder to like do what you want to do on a piece of wood.
Okay. And the dryness.
It gets harder.
Okay. So they want to use what kind of wood?
Like a weathered wood.
Okay. Something freshly cut.
Sort of like something like this, but it's a little big. You don't want to have it too big or it would take long to do it.
Okay, smart advice.
You want it like this, so it won't take very long.
Okay, so you want the piece of wood to be kind of close to the size of what you're looking to have the outcome or the end result look like.
Yes.
Okay.
Be ready.
Okay.
I need to go get a piece of wood.
All right, well, I'm going to pause it real quick here. Did you think of the name of that tool yet?
Not really.
All right, we'll come back to that.
I'm back. I got my piece of wood. Now I can make the wand. And this one will take a shorter time than the other one. It's small.
Okay. Did you think of the name of that tool?
No.
Now, for you that are listening and watching his video, I'm not trying to torture him, but every lesson...
You are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Every lesson in the wilderness is a homeschool lesson because everything he does is a learning experience. So instead of me feeding him words, I make him think. I make him use his head. So
it was just like making fun.
All I'm going to tell you this time around so that you can share with your viewers what it is. It starts with a ch sound.
Chisel.
Thank you very much. Did they hear you?
Chisel.
Okay. That happens to us all. And then we remember what it is at the weirdest times, so you're not alone. All right, so you're going to make another wand with that.
At that.
All right.
Do this first.
All right. And you'll be doing some other whittling videos upcoming, I imagine, because you were talking about doing some of the smaller, more detailed things, right?
Yeah, like a tank, a mountain, so the army men can go inside.
Okay.
But make some wooden army men.
And you were talking about your ship, too, don't forget.
What? The plane?
The big pirate ship.
Yeah, that would be with Christopher here.
Okay. All right.
That's the project for me and Christopher to do.
All right.
Because he's better at that.
Yeah, but you know what? In anything, practice makes perfect. The more you practice, the better you get. So I'm going to zoom in here so we can see what you're doing here. So show us what you're doing there.
Cutting chunks out so that I can make the wand a little easier, because it won't be so long.
Okay. Oh, I see what you're doing. So that's where you're gonna end up slicing it then, and that'll be the end of your wand where you're cutting there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
May have to make it a little smaller.
All right. And then you just keep working at it. Whittling is just constantly working with your knife and shaping your wood.
Yeah.
Okay.
It won't take long enough to do this.
Okay.
But you might want to shut that off.
All right.
While you wait.
All right. Well, we can see what you're doing there. I'll progressively come back on with the camera so that they can see and get the progress check.
Hi. This is how much I got done so far.
Okay, so progress check. We'll come back in a little bit once you have that down to size, and then you can show us how you whittle away.
Okay. Hi, I'm back. I have it cut down and ready, and this is what it will look like when it's done.
Okay. You want to work on that piece just a little bit and show them how you're going to do it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Now, for new people working with the chisel, you think it would be wise to tell them not to do it on their legs so they don't... Right. To stab their leg?
You have to be a pro at it.
All right.
Pro at using the chisel, at least.
Okay. Well, pretty much anything sharp, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have it started.
Okay. So just constantly working on it like that and getting it down to size. Mm-hmm. And you use the chisel and then you also switch off it onto your knife, with your knife?
I do it at the end with the knife to make it look better.
Okay. All right, so when you do it with the knife at the end, it kind of finishes it. Go ahead.
Makes it look better.
Okay, finishes it.
Is.
Finishes it off. Okay. All right, cool. Cool. Oh yeah, you can see how that's starting to take shape there. He's starting to round the corners. Nice. You spend lots of time doing this.
Not really with the chisel, at least.
No.
You keep on rounding it until it gets to a point like this.
Okay.
More like it, at least.
Okay.
So it looks better. And
okay.
Then the back will be maybe a little bit smaller than
okay.
it should, but won't really do much.
All right. Now my battery's dying, so you might want to conclude your video for this time.
I'll be making more stuff out of wood, and I'll see you next time. Bye. And God bless.